Hey there, this is Ducko from LowmanCentral.com, and welcome to the Duo Root of Nightmares guide. This raid is labeled as an intermediate difficulty raid on our scale, so make sure you're comfortable with lowmanning before heading in. It's highly recommended to understand how the trio of this raid plays out, since we assume you're familiar with the mechanics. Having raid armor is recommended, especially in some encounters. Loadouts for each encounter will be listed in the descriptions, since damage loadouts usually change every season. This guide is best experienced by using guides on our site, since you'll be able to see the 3D model of the map while listening to it. Make sure to subscribe and like the video, since we'll be dropping guides for all Lowmans in the game, so you'll never miss them. Without further ado, let's get started with the first encounter. Even though this is a duo, this encounter is still very easy. It doesn't change at all how it plays out when comparing this to the trio version of this encounter. Start by assigning one player to run the nodes and one player to add clear and be on the tormentor duty. It's recommended for the runner to use an eager edge sword so they can traverse around the map faster. If the tormentor person is struggling with hitting their crits, Forerunner is a great option to lower them down and kill them once the next node set starts. There isn't anything fancy going on or happening, so repeat this for all the node sets and you can head to Scission. There are two methods for running the nodes. The first is the easier, since you assign one player on light and one player on dark nodes. For the other method, it's recommended to know the node locations as well as how they are ordered. This method involves each player doing nodes on the side they cross to, so let's look at the first floor as an example. Each player will start on their first node. They will cross to activate the next node and call out once they're done. Calling out is important, since you don't want to hit your next node while the other person isn't done with theirs. You would get the buff and head to the next one, which is on the same side, come back, get the buff again, and finally cross to the other side to finish your rotation. Once again, call this out when you're done. Repeat the same thing, but this time there's no calling out since you'll be done with your job after this rotation. Repeat this for the second and third floor. After you wrap this encounter up, you can head to Explicator of Planets. Since there's only two players, assign one player to run the top and one player to take care of the bottom planets. The players should start running on opposite sides, since they need to call out the planets for both bottoms and tops. If you are not comfortable with solo running, you can run together, tops first, then bottoms. It's highly recommended to have an infinite restoration build, invisibility, or high damage reduction, since this encounter is pretty ad dense. Also, be very careful of the colossi that spawn, because they can easily kill you, even with high resto or high DR, so try to kill them as fast as you can. For damage you can run rockets, merciless, cataphractrial, or something else that you're comfortable with. If you're also comfortable with Titan Strand rotation, you can also do that with Tractor Cannon for debuff. If you're out of ammo, you can Aeon's Finisher the Colossi, or use exotic primaries to generate heavy ammo. Once you kill Explicator, you can head over to Nezarec. Start by assigning one player to run the light nodes and one player to run the dark nodes. One of the players should have a weapon to shoot the chest and shoulders as well. A very good weapon for this will be Father Sin's Sniper from the Witch Queen Whirlpool. If the runners are fast, you can completely skip doing the refuge wipe mechanic. In a flawless run, you should probably do refuge since it's much safer. You're going to do damage to Nezarec on the last light node, so make sure to finish dark side first. This is done so Nezarec can move up closer to you before finishing the light nodes. For damage you can run Merciless, Apex Predator, or Cataphract GL. Cold Comfort is also very good this season. Here's a fun fact. If you finish the last node when Nezarec is glowing and getting ready to wipe you, he will be less mobile and won't jump around. It's also recommended to run exotic primaries while running so you can generate heavy ammo for you and your teammates. And that should be it. Make sure to like and subscribe, since that helps us a lot. You can also support the project by subscribing to Lowman Central Pro on our site, and you'll get awesome benefits in return. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.